February is just around the corner, and let me tell you, Netflix is bringing a smorgasbord of entertainment to your screens. From creepy classics to epic adventures, hilarious rom-coms to mind-bending thrillers, we've got something for every kind of binge watcher. So grab your snacks, dim the lights, and get ready to dive into February's Netflix feast. Hey guys, Shogun here. Welcome to the Binge Zone, your one-stop stop for all things streaming. We're about to dive deep into the catalog of Netflix, and not just Netflix. We have some bonus shows and movies from other streaming services like Hulu and Amazon Prime on this list. So let's dive in with February 1st. First up, February 1st is for the brave souls. We're talking chills and clowns with the iconic It. Pennywise, the dancing demon clown, returns to Derry, Maine. And trust me, this movie is just as scary as the original, and you'll be checking under your bed all month long. But if horror is not your thing, let's dive into a personal favorite of mine, and that's the action-packed world of Pacific Rim. Witness giant robots clashing with monstrous kaiju monsters in this epic sci-fi spectacle. Just don't get too attached to any of the characters because things get messy. This movie's action-packed, the thrills are there. Don't expect Oscar-worthy performances, but it's a ripping good time, directed by Guillermo del Toro, and the visuals gorgeous. Like I said, it's a personal favorite of mine. But if you're looking for a more grounded thrill, check out Shot Callers, starring Nicola Coster-Waldau, aka Jaime Lannister. This is a gritty prison drama that follows a white-collar convict navigating the brutal world of incarceration. Expect tense moments, shocking plot twists, and just see how the prison system can change a regular guy into a stone-cold convict. This movie is brutal, it's gut-wrenching, intense, and it's a good time. For a change of pace, step onto the baseball diamond with Moneyball. This Oscar-nominated movie follows Billy Beane, the GM who revolutionized the game using statistics and analytics. Prepare for heartwarming underdog stories, witty banter, and a reminder that sometimes the best way to win is to think outside the box. It's a star-studded movie. We have Brad Pitt, Jonah Hill, Chris Pratt, Robin Wright, Philip Seymour Hoffman, R.I.P. And to close out February 1st with a bang, we've got Fury. Brad Pitt leads a tank crew on a desperate mission behind enemy lines in World War II. Expect intense action, emotional moments, and a powerful reminder of the human cost of war. Fury is another personal favorite of mine because in the large-scale war that was World War II, Fury takes a more grounded approach and we follow a specific squad and see just the human aspects of how being in this war changes you and just what people have to go through, the emotional bonds, and some of the best scenes in Fury are not the action scenes. It's the character moments and we see just what war can do to people. February 2nd is all about family fun with the new animated movie Orion and the Dark. Join a young knight named Orion on a journey through a fantastical world filled with talking animals, mythical creatures, and stunning visuals. This Netflix DreamWorks collaboration promises laughter, adventure, and a reminder that even the smallest heroes can make a big difference. This is an animated movie, a more family-friendly oriented movie, but with these visuals, it is on the level of Pixar. And you know, with these type of stories, even though they're targeted at kids and their family movies, us adults can find the deeper meaning behind some of these movies. So I recommend watching Orion and the Dark. On February 3rd, we have another personal favorite of mine. Get ready to level up your binge game with Ready Player One. Dive into the Oasis, a virtual world where anything is possible, and join Wade Watts on his quest for the ultimate prize. This sci-fi epic is packed with mind-blowing visuals, Easter eggs galore, and a message about the power of friendship and imagination. And Ready Player One is awesome because every character you can possibly think of is in this movie. So every fandom is represented and you could just watch the movie and point out, hey, you can notice everything from pop culture from the 80s all the way through now. It's just one of those movies that's a good time. It's fun visually, and you're just gonna be blasted with nostalgia, and it's such a good time. So if you haven't seen Ready Player One, definitely watch it because it's a personal favorite of mine. Brace your mind for a twist on February 9th with the Korean thriller A Killer Paradox. A Killer Paradox is about an ordinary man who finds himself killing bad guys and a detective who's tenaciously pursuing him. The story begins with Lee Tang, a submissive man who doesn't normally fight back, accidentally killing someone, getting a taste for it, and now having the cops on his trail. As typical in most Korean dramas, it's gonna be intense, high octane, and a ripping good time. So definitely check out A Killer's Paradox. February is the month of Valentine's, and on February 14th, Netflix is bringing the rom-com heat with Players. This hilarious new series follows a group of friends who turn their love lives into a high-stake game. Expect witty banter, unexpected alliances, and maybe a little bit of real romance. This movie looks fun. It stars Lucifer, aka Tom Ellis, and Gina Rodriguez, and it looks very interesting. It looks like a perfect date night movie for Valentine's Day, so definitely check out Players. And quickly, while Netflix is hosting a feast, other streaming services are whipping up some awesome things as well. So let's look beyond Netflix and see what else February has in store for us. On February 27th, Hulu serves up a historical intrigue with the premiere of Shogun, a new FX series based on James Clavell's epic novel. Samurai swords, political machinations, and a clash of cultures in the 17th century Japan. Sign me up. And for some action-packed fun, Amazon Prime is bringing us the new series Mr. and Mrs. Smith on February 2nd. This fresh take on the classic spy movie stars Donald Glover, and it promises explosions, laughs, and it looks like an interesting, different take on the original, so I'm keen to see how it turns out. And let's dive back into Netflix, because on February 22nd, we're getting Avatar: The Last Airbender as a live-action TV adaptation. This live-action adaptation is a Netflix original, and based on the trailers, it looks nothing like that travesty that M. Night Shyamalan did. So for all you Avatar fans, this looks like it's the one. And if you have not seen the animated show Avatar: The Last Airbender, you can dive into this series because it's gonna take you through the first season in live action. Visuals look stunning. The trailers show that they're faithful to the source material. It's a definite must watch. So get ready for epic elemental bending battles, heartwarming moments, and a nostalgia trip unlike any other. But wait, there's more. Tyler Perry fans, mark your calendars for February 23rd because Mea Culpa drops that day. It looks very interesting, and this being a Tyler Perry drama, expect betrayals, twist, and maybe a little redemption. And if you can get past Tyler Perry's budget constraints, his movies are usually good when they're not about Madea. February 23rd is a movie that's already making waves. Everything Everywhere All at Once. The multiverse hopping, genre-bending masterpiece starring Michelle Yeoh finally hits Netflix. Get ready for an emotional roller coaster, hilarious jokes, reminder that even the most ordinary lives can be extraordinary. This movie, I cannot praise it enough. If you haven't seen it, now's your chance. It's finally on Netflix. It is one of those movies that has you thinking about the grander scheme of life, but also valuing the smaller moments, and I recommend this highly. And for all you Walking Dead fans out there, the new spin-off, The Walking Dead: Those Who Live, comes out this month, February 26th on AMC+. And in this spin-off, Rick is back. This spin-off stars Rick and Michonne. And if you're not caught up on The Walking Dead or you kind of fell off, I will be dropping a full recap video of the entire series that covers the first season all the way to the 10th season. So you can watch that, get caught up, and then we can dive into this new adventure of The Walking Dead. What has Rick been up to these past few years? What's been going on? How will him and Michonne react? If you're a fan of The Walking Dead, it's a definite must watch. So definitely check that out on AMC+. And if you don't have AMC+ and you have a VPN, you might be able to catch it on Netflix. And finally, to close out the month of February, Netflix is dropping Code 8 Part 2, the sequel to their sci-fi superhero movie Code 8, starring Robbie Amell and Stephen Amell, the Amell brothers, as superpowered beings in this world. People with superpowers are persecuted by the government, and these guys are a band of criminals just trying to make their way through life. It's a very touching story, so if you're a fan of superheroes, you're a fan of robots, plenty of action, plenty of sci-fi goodness, but also if you're a fan of character-driven stories, people with nowhere else to turn and having to turn to crime to better their lives and better the lives of the people around them. So definitely check out Code 8 Part 2 on Netflix this February. Whew, that was a lot to unpack, but as you can see, February has a lot of good titles hitting Netflix, also Amazon Prime, and Hulu. So this month, we have a lot to watch, guys. Let me know what you're most excited about in the comment section below. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button. And what shows do you guys want me to cover and talk about later on? Let me know in the comment section below, guys. And guys, don't forget to give the video a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button. And until next time, binge on.